Good morning, my brothers. Good morning, my sisters. I'd like you to keep this simple thought in mind: blessings in disguise. As I was reading and meditating on Matthew 27, verses 15 to 34, verses 22 to 25 jumped out at me. Yes, the entire pericope is powerful, but those three verses really stood out to me today. It is within these verses that Pilate is trying to ascertain what to do with Jesus from the crowd. After he attempted to passively reason with them, he took the punk road out and gave in. Allow me to take this left turn really quickly. Let me say to some of you, don't worry about the people who didn't have your back when the rubber hit the road. Don't worry about the people who left you high and dry. Stop reminiscing and residing in that. As a matter of fact, when did you fail to stand up for someone when you saw they were being gaslighted and you stood passively by and watched it happen? Now, back to it. After Pilate gave in, the people said, "Let his blood be on us and our children." When I read that, I said, "Lord, forgive us for making decisions that have a grave impact on our children and have a grave impact on us." Then something else hit me. In Luke 23 and 34, it's recorded that Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And it hit me. They had no clue the punishment, the penance, the guilt they were willing to lay on their children and themselves. That God would use their very actions to cover them in the blood. God blessed them even though they made a decision to commit evil in their own ignorance. Well, what am I saying to someone today? I'm not telling anyone to go out and murder someone and be okay with it. To go do something evil and over-spiritualize it. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes decisions will be made that will impact your life, though devastating at times. God will use that to bless you even in that. I don't miss it. Even when I have made decisions that clearly we should have avoided, God uses that as well to bless us in disguise. What do I mean by that? I often refer to Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. Well, here's the thing about it. God wastes absolutely nothing in our lives. There are times when God blesses us in disguise, when we don't realize it, when we feel like the whole world is just crashing down and it's all over, but God still uses this thing to bless us. So God is blessing us in disguise. As God blessed the people when they said, "Let the blood be on us and our children," God blessed them in disguise. Even today, we benefit of God blessing the people. We benefit technically of the decision that the people made to where God blessed us even in their decision generations later. There are decisions we've made. There are decisions that have been made for us where God has used those things to bless us in disguise. And all we have to do is accept and say, "You know what, God, thank you for the blessing. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you for blessing us in disguise." Have a blessed forever, my brothers. Have a blessed forever, my sisters.